Hello guys, so welcome back. So today, now I will be solving the second problem called alchemy from the Facebook Hacker Cup qualification round 2020. So again, the trend has been a very long problem statement also here, like the first problem. So these all things are not necessary, so we can just skip through, and we can just go straight into the input format, and I will be explaining you what this question is actually asking. So I will again also leaving the link of this problem so you can go through the story also. So that is not necessary to solve this problem. So here, first go and read through this line. So what it says is, uh, one thing or one line which is to note over here, that initial number of shard is odd. So here we are given that only odd number of n will be given. So first of all, as usual, the first line of input is t, and then number of philosopher's stone that Edgar tries to reconstitute for each stone are within two lines. So what this actually means, so let's just skip these lines and go straight to the input format. So basically what it is saying is, like in the first line it will be having one number which denotes the number of test cases, and for each test case there will be two lines. One is the length of the string, and another is a string which only consists a and b. So it will only consist the character a and b. So we can also see from the constraints that it will only contain a and b. And another thing is given that n is only odd. So always n is odd, so we don't have to think about like any edge case checking, and the test cases are up to 95. So main thing we note here is that test cases can be up to 10 to the power 6. So for this, we whatever the algorithm we are going to think, it should be in order of n time complexity or linear time. So let's see now what this problem is actually asking us to do. So let's say the string given over here is bab. So let's go through and read these statements. So arrange n shards, or you can say n characters numbering from 1 to n. So after that, each color I representing either black or either album or black. So A and B. So as I said, choose consecutive sequence of three shards, remove them from the row and fuse them together into one shard. So what this basically means is, we have to choose consecutive three characters and we have to remove them and make them, or fuse them rather, to one character. So what one character will be there? Let's say these three are removed and we have to fuse them into one character. So the one character will be the same as most common character from this string, like b appearing twice. So after combining them, only b will be there. So at each step we are taking three elements, we are combining them and making it as one. So at each step we are decrementing two elements. So that's clear, I guess. And one another catch over here is, we can only combine the string into one element if and only if let's say a is appearing twice and b is appearing once, or b is appearing twice and a is appearing once. So basically it says the count of a and b, the difference should be, the absolute difference should be one. Like there can be all b's or there can be all a's. So that time we cannot compress or rather fuse them into one string. So after going through the whole string, what we have to do is, like for let's say this example over here, here we can see, I will be also explaining this example on the whiteboard. So basically we have to like go through all the substrings of length 3 and we have to check if we can fuse them or not. So after we can fuse them, we will be replacing all three characters and we will be putting the fused version of the string over at that index, and we will be continuing the whole process until only one character is left. If and only if obtaining one character is possible, then only we are printing y or yes, or else we are printing no. So now let's go to the whiteboard and let's go through one example so we can just visualize this problem in a better way.
So now let's go through this example given. So this is a string given. We have to check after fusing all, let's say, this substring elements, checking after this substring element, this substring elements, if this whole string can reduce up to only one character or not. So if it's possible to reduce down to only one character, then only we are going to return one, or else we are not returning. So let's just take smaller inputs and check how to understand like what this fusing process is. So let's say only the possible way to fuse is only when the input or string is like ABA or BAB or any combination of like BBA. So basically what this means is what are not allowed is 3A's or 3B's. So these are not allowed, and these are allowed. So after watching this, so what are the allowed ones? So we are only allowed if the absolute difference of, let's say, count of A minus count of B, if it's equals to 1, then only it's possible to fuse them. And what will be the fused output? So let's say here we are having 2A, so it will be fused into A, whatever element is more. Here there are 2B's, so it will be fusing to B, here also fusing to B. So this is how the fuse operation is going on. So now coming back to this input once again, so we have to now take all the 3 length substrings and check if we can fuse it or not. So for that, first the substring will be this. So now we will be using the 2 pointer technique to store the occurrences. First of all, we will be using one dictionary here. One dictionary will be here. First count of A is 0, first count of B is 0. So let me just erase it and write it in such a way so that we can dry run our code easily. So A, B, first they are 0 and 0, and here we will be taking 2 pointers. One is left, one is right. So first left is 0, and because our substring is of length 2, so that's why our right pointer should be 2. So here you can see from 0 to 2. So from 0 to 2, what is the length of B? So length of B is 3 and length of A is 0. So we will also be having one function over here. So let's say the function is called check. So this function will be taking this dictionary called, let's say, dict, and will be returning true if and only if the, as I said, the absolute difference of count of A minus count of B, if it is only equal to 1, then only it will be returning true. So now at first this dictionary is passed to this function. Is it the difference is 1? No, this is not 1. So that means what? This is not a valid string which we can compress or rather fuse according to the problem statement. So that's why what we will do is we will increment both the left and right pointer. So we will increment left over here, we will increment right over here. So it goes over here. So now our windows shifts. So now it goes here and it goes here. So after one shift, what we will do is we will decrement the count of the left element from our hash map or our dictionary. So after decrementing, now there are 2B's and we will be including the right element. So now we are having only 1A. So 1A. So now again this dictionary is passed to this function. After checking the absolute difference of count of A minus count of B, is it 1? Indeed it is 1. We can see 2 minus 1. So it is possible to fuse them. So what will happen after fusing? So let's see. Now again I will be writing down the indexes 0, 1. So B over here was as it is. Now at this index, after fusing, what element should come? Whichever element in our hash map having greater value. So it is B. So now here B will come. Now these two elements will be ignored. So what we could have done is like take all the substrings and by manually checking if they are having same count or not, then deleting all and putting the greatest element over here, greatest count element, but that would have taken so much of time. So we are basically doing what, we are simulating that taking out and placing the higher occurrence element by using this hash map without actually doing. So how we are simulating this? Like we placed only one B and we are eliminating these two elements. So how do we basically eliminate these two elements? So what we will do is we will decrement one from each of them. Like after decrementing one from A, it will be 0, and after from B it will be 1. So here we can clearly see the count of A is 0 and count of B is 1, and which is indeed true because we are only will be leaving left with 1b, and rest of them will be, the count of a will be 0, so which is over here also. So after this step, now we have to now write all the things which are at the right position as it is. So we will be writing like this: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at the 4 we have a, b, 4 a's and b. So now our left pointer is over here as it is, but we have to now increment from 3 until 5 because we are taking the next two elements, right? So we will be incrementing by 2. So after that our next window will be this. So now how our left pointer is same as this, but our right will become now 5. So for 1 5 this length, so let's calculate. So now again 1a will be added, so 1 added, and 1 extra b is added, so 1 b is added. Once again we see the absolute difference is 1, so we can fuse them. So after fusing, what will be placed at first index? The greatest count, that is b. So again we are not actually eliminating, actually we can think of this like simulating the elimination, because here we see that it is valid, like this function is returning valid. So immediately what we will do, we will decrement 1 from each, so it is 0 and it will remain as 1. So this is actually simulating the thing which we actually need. So here again 1, and now from 6 we write the same, so it is b. Here we put b, and from 6 we have 4a and b. So now it is over here, and we eliminated them. And how we simulated, like we decremented 1. So now we have to take the right pointer to 7. So right pointer to 7, so let's update over here. So 1 to 7, again we add these two values, the count of a and a. So the count of b over here is 1 now, and count of a becomes 2. Again we can see the absolute difference is 1, so it is fusible. So let's fuse it. So this time a will be there because it is having greater count, right? So again 0 1, placing b, and this a or any a, let's say over here, and we will be decrementing the value of count of b and a because we are fusing it basically. So again we are simulating the fuse thing, decrementing a count and decrementing b count, so 1 and 0, because we will be having only 1 1 and b will be 0. So for rest of the elements, let's write it as it is. So it's a and b. So now our window is like this, 1 to 9. So our right will be here. So here we can see, after adding the count of a's, the a is 3 and b is 0. So the absolute difference returning from this function is not true. So that means what? We have to shift both left and right. So now we shift this to 10, and the left will be now what? To 8. So now our window is 8 to 10. So 8 to 10. So how to actually increment this and get 8, I will be telling you. So basically how we are getting is, we are not actually incrementing left, we first are incrementing right, and then we are making this left as 2 minus right. You can always see like it is 2 minus 3 minus 2 is this. So again 10 minus 2 is 8. So always when we are increment, like have to shift both the pointers, that time only we are doing like right minus 2. So here also right minus 2 is left, here also right minus 2 is left, here we are only incrementing right, here also we are incrementing both. So that's why we incremented right, then right minus 2 is left. So that's how our code is working. So now within this substring, we first check the count of a is now decrementing by 1 because we are decreasing this one and adding this b. So b is incrementing by 1, so here it will be 2, sorry. So again absolute difference 1, again same thing 0 1, and we will be putting 8 over here. So b a, and here the count of a is more, so that's why a will be here, and right pointer our right pointer exceeds the limit, so our right pointer is at the last, so we will terminate our loop. So at the end we will be left with this. So at the end we will be also keeping track the elements we are skipping at the left. So in our loop we will be having also this part which elements we are skipping. So after skipping these elements, we will be having, let's say, one str where the left out elements will be like this, and after that, wherever my right index is ending, we will be having one element there also. So after this string, we will be combining this as BAA. So we will also again using this check function, we'll check if the count of A, which is 2 here, and count of B, which is 1 here, if the difference is 1, then only it's returning yes, or else all other cases it will be no. If and only if this is 1, then yes, then no.
So after explanation, so let's uh, go to the code editor and see how to code whatever the logic I have told. So first of all, we are taking the inputs over here. So this part is pretty straightforward, and we are passing it to the solve function. So in the solve function, first of all, we are initializing this count dictionary or hash map with initial values of a count is 0 and b count is 0, and using this loop, what we are doing is we are basically counting the character or occurrence of characters in the first length 3 substring. So after that, we are also initializing on remaining. So what is remaining is basically, as I have shown in the example, when we are incrementing or moving ahead both the pointers, we are actually leaving out some elements on the left. So for considering them, we are using this remaining. And we initialize the left and right as 0 and 2 because 3 minus 1, 2, 0 base index. And this while loop will go until our right is not going out of bound. So first of all, let's see what this is-valid function is. So basically this is-valid function is, as I have told, if the absolute difference of count of A minus count of B is equals to 1, then it will return true, or else it will return false. So first of all, we will check if the count at the current moment is not valid. So that means what? It basically means one thing, like if there are 3 A's or if there are 3 B's. So then what we will do is, as I have said, first we will increment right by 1, then we will just append the left character which we are going to like skip forward to our remaining array, and now we will make our left as right minus 2. So as I have also told in the whiteboard. So after that, this part is basically doing like we are eliminating the previous left character and we are adding the new character which is coming from right. So this part is doing that. So that's why we are incrementing the right element count and decrementing the left element count from the count hash map. So after that, if let's say in the second substring, as from our example, it is giving this is valid is giving true. That means our absolute difference of count of A and B is 1. So then what we will do is, then let's say we will be first checking which elements count is more. Like if the A's count is more, then at that left index we will put A, or that left index we will put B. So after replacing A or B, we have to do what? We have to simulate the fuse operation. So I also told that how to simulate this fuse operation. So what we will do is we will increment 1 by both the A's count and B's count. So as in like there are 2 B's and 1 A, so after decrementing 1 from both, there will be only left with 1 B. So which is indeed what we want over here. So after doing that in these two lines, what these lines are doing is like if right minus 1 is inside the range, we will do what? We will increment the count of the next element. So as I have also shown in the whiteboard, like let's say we have BBA and at the next two elements have A and B. So BBA will be fused to what? B. So after at the right we have A and B. So we have to also take that into our new window right now. So for taking them as our new window, we will be adding their count to the count hash map. So that is what this part is doing. Like right plus one, which is next immediate next element from the window, and right plus 2, that is next to next element from the window, and after that we are just simply implementing right 2 plus 2. So after this whole loop completes, we are taking one str1 and str2. One is empty string and str2 is basically the remaining part which we were skipping through. So after that we will be doing what? We will be now generating the whatever elements are left in our count array. So after the whole process, there might be some elements left, or there might be some characters rather left in our count array. So we are generating a string using that characters, and we are appending to the remaining string. So after that, we will be getting this new string. So now our last task is to find out if this new string, whichever is left to us, can be fused to one element or not. So how to check that? Again, same thing. We have to check in the new string what is the count of A and what is the count of B. If and only if, again, the absolute difference of A minus B is 1, then only true. And if it's true, then we are putting yes, and if it's not, then we are putting no. So this is pretty much the code. So now let's talk about the time and space complexity of this code. So we are basically going through this whole string only one in one single pass. So the time complexity is order of n, big O of n, and the space complexity is similar to the time complexity. It is also big O of n. And why is that? Because we are using this count dictionary. So basically, you can think of the space complexity as constant also, because at most the space complexity will be of length 2, because we only have two characters. So it is not scaling with our input. So that's why the space complexity can be thought of as constant also, because there are only at most two elements in whatever the test case is. So that's why the time complexity of order of n, and the space complexity is order of 1, constant space. So this is our solution. I hope you liked it. So I will be also putting my solution links in the description below, and also I will be putting the question link also. So basically, thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. And if you found this video helpful, do like and share with your friends. Thank you.